What's up guys, Jackson here at Toasty DIY, and today we're taking a look at the Mambasnake M2 wireless gaming mouse. Let's go ahead and start unboxing it. So we got a pretty nice box presentation. They didn't go like, super overboard in the packaging or anything, but we'll go ahead and see what all we get inside here. So, I know that this version, it's actually the grip tape one, which I think is about $42. They add about $2 for the grip tape, which I will say, I normally don't put grip tape on my mice because for one, it's gonna add a very small amount of weight, and for two, I feel like I can never get them straight enough, and I don't really typically feel like I need the grip, but it is cool that for an extra $2 you can have this as an option. So there's that, just a little mini instruction booklet. And then inside of here, we also get the sensor, which kind of tells me that there probably is not a storage spot on the mouse, which does help cut down on weight, so totally makes sense. And let's check out our charging cable, see if this is one of those, oh yeah, very lightweight USB-C, so if you do happen to have to charge this during your gaming session, it's not going to absolutely ruin it. It is USB-C to USB-A, of course, detachable, and it's overall like a really bendy cord, which is really nice, bendy and lightweight. Now opening this one up here, here is our actual mouse. So you can see, it's definitely, I would say on like the small medium size, we do have a kind of honeycomb style, kind of similar to a lot of the lightweight mice on the market, and it actually is not just for looks. You can really tell that this carbon fiber shell is very light. It doesn't feel cheap. I'm not noticing so far any like creaky or clicky points. There's really good rigidity. I can't twist it. I can't push on the sides and feel it, caving in on itself or anything. The macro buttons on the side feel really good. The clicks perfectly match actually the sound of the macro buttons, which is pretty cool. And even the center click on the scroll wheel sounds really good. We get some gold accents here on the sides as well. So overall, pretty good mouse. Obviously, if you do use the grip tape, that is going to cover up some of the holes, which for some people might be nice, but honestly, the holes are so small that you really can't feel them. It kind of just adds extra texture, in my opinion. And overall, I mean, it's a pretty good looking mouse, and I think that it's pretty nice on the ergo department, since it's kind of an ambidextrous mouse. Currently this mouse comes in at around $40 depending on where you buy it from, and it has the Pixart Paw 3395 Pro sensor, which is a slightly older sensor, but nonetheless still pretty good on the budget side. The mouse is carbon fiber. It weighs in at 41 grams plus or minus 3 grams, which is considered to be ultra lightweight in their regards. It is tri-mode, so Bluetooth, 2.4 gigahertz wireless and wired. It can go up to 40,000 DPI. It has a BK528020 chip. It has F-Switch E10 premium encoders. It uses Omron micro switches, and it has a 250 milliamp hour battery. And this is a 1K polling rate mouse, which means you're gonna get pretty good battery life. But if you're looking for like that 4K or 8K polling rate for like that super high accuracy, then you are gonna have to pay a little bit more for that. All right guys, so we have talked about the basic tech specs of the mouse. We've unboxed it. We've shown you guys some B-roll. At this point, I think it is time to actually put this mouse to the test in some gaming. So let's bring it home and have some fun.
Oh, they're good. Okay.
Crack.
I'm off roof. I'm hurt.
That rampart's one. That rampart is one. I headshot the other one. There's two. There's one over there.
I had to run out with backup. I was trying to sneak up on them. They have ears, believe it or not.
They not like you. They got an angle on me, bro.
I don't know if you realize that.
I feel it.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. Oh, I might be dead. I'm going up. I'm hitting the port out.
My heel juice right now.
Guys, bad things are happening over here, if I'm being honest.
You guys are I'm trying to assist.
Yo, Sean, you mind getting your friend in Discord so we can talk? We need a pick.
Oh, I couldn't get him. Oh my god.
All right, back up.
Alright, this ain't working.
Gavin, why are you actually
There's a monkey on me!
I can switch to, especially because we seem kind of poke. I'm gonna go
Bro, how am I dying in this spawn?
You got shot in the head by a hawk.
All right guys, so I actually drove daily the M2 mouse for the entire weekend, and I gotta say, it definitely grew on me. I still wish that it was a little bit larger. Now, most people like a smaller mouse, I would say. Most people who are into like the esports and FPS scene like a smaller mouse. I am just used to having a larger mouse, especially using Logitech mice for the last like 5 to 7 years. So I will say, you know, if they made like a, which I think Mambasnake very likely does have larger versions, maybe not the same exact model code or anything, but end all be all, 1K polling rate, that's all I run anyways because I just want maximum battery life. I don't really think I have much competitive advantage going to 4K or 8K anyways, so for some people it's probably worth just saving the money and just getting a 1K polling rate mouse, because if you're not going into the software and changing the polling rate, you're probably running 1K anyways and you may not even know it. So anyways, really awesome mouse. I did enjoy it a lot. I think it was very precise, very accurate, very responsive, good in wireless mode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later. Peace out.